What's up, YouTube? Now you see the title of this video and you see the image that I have on the screen here. I said, I think in a few videos back, that I was going to make this video on this topic, man. And you know, for anyone that read the title and saw the thumbnail and decided to click on, if you're real sensitive, if you're one of those types of people, just click off the video. I'm giving the disclaimer right now. If you're one of the white males I'm talking about, well, you know, either click off and just say, oh, he's a nigger or whatever, cool. That's typical. Or, you know, listen to, you know, the truth, which a lot of y'all don't want to listen to, but I know it's just gonna gaslight. It's cool. This video is actually really for those of the so-called Black American community, and even some of the non-whites who are not brainwashed and self-hating on this planet right now currently, and worshiping whiteness. This is for those as well. But this is a serious video. This is going to be one of my more serious videos, man, because we really, and I'll explain the thumbnail, with the thumbnail and the image on the screen, and you know, a little later. I mean, you should be able to kind of figure out why this image is what it is. But this is a serious question. This is a serious question, and this is a serious video, man. And what inspired me to really make this video was really just events that have occurred recently, just in general in this country, man. From the goofiness of all of the obsession with black people, you know, which is just, I mean, that's just a part of a white American culture. Let's be real, is the hatred of the Negro. That is a white culture, if y'all didn't know. Specifically white American culture, more particularly, is the hatred of the Negro. That is the staple. They have nothing else. So it's expected for them to be obsessing over the blacks 24/7. But see, here's something that I find to be just more insane to me, is even beyond the obsession with the blacks, right? They have taken this obsession to such an extreme degree to where in this current time in this country, and this was inspired me to make this video, and even the shit that I saw recently, which I just said, fuck it, I gotta drop this video now. So we're in a time in this country where everything's fucked up, bro. The economy's fucked up. You know, the job market is cooked, bro. You know, and back in the economy real quick, man, I mean, the inflation is hard to afford shit. Gas is still high. You know, Trump was supposed to lower the gas price, but the gas price is the same if y'all have not noticed. Gas is still the same. The prices of food is actually going up. Gas, like eggs and shit, this shit's going up if y'all have not noticed. You know, things are going up in price. And it's only going to get worse as the farmers deal with more turmoil. Because they're dealing with turmoil right now. Shit's getting fucked up with the farmers. So that's only going to fuck shit up way worse, man. It's really about to get bad, bro. You know, steak prices is going up. All this shit is increasing. And you have all these things occurring. You have the job market, which is just cooked, bro. You got people applying to hundreds of jobs, can't get a job. People graduating with degrees in their field. And this is worrying me because I'm in school for STEM. And I'm seeing people who graduate in STEM and they can't get a job, bruh. And I'm just like, bruh, like it's worrying me. So that's why I'm really looking to like start my own business right now. That's my thing. I'm looking at more so than anything. I mean, it's so bad to where I'm looking at the college degree as a secondary. It should be the first, right? It should be your first. You know, you put in the work in school. You should be able to like, you know, be content with like, okay, I'm gonna pass, I'm gonna get this degree. This will get me my job, but I don't even know if I'm able to even be confident in that anymore. So my first step of action now is trying to start a business. And I'm really trying to, okay, I'm gonna put in this work to see if I can do that. And college is going to be the secondary. That's how fucked up shit is right now. So we have the job market is cooked. People cannot graduate and get jobs in their field. We have absolutely destroyed housing market right now. The housing crisis is messed up. You got homeless everywhere. You got that, houses are costing just way too much money. It's nearly going to be impossible for someone who's young to buy a house, to afford a house. They got to rent, and then the rent is high everywhere. The rent is astronomically high. People can barely make ends meet. The wages is not keeping up with the extreme astronomical spike in prices for everything. And with all this occurring in this country, with all of the turmoil you seeing in this country, with all of the messed up shit that you're seeing, the economy, everything's crumbling, the quality of life, everything that we're seeing, instead of focusing on that, what does the racist white American male want to focus on? The blacks. You can't make this shit up, bruh. You cannot make this shit up. Hollywood screenwriters could not concoct this shit, bruh. I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all, bro. There is absolutely nothing more insane to me than what we are witnessing right now. Every fucking time I'm scrolling on my timeline, on the algorithm, and my algorithm isn't that cooked on like YouTube or nothing, but every now and then I'm seeing a goofy video made by some white male talking about, I kid you not, bro. I kid you not. I was scrolling down on my catalog and I literally saw a video and the thumbnail said, "It's the blacks." I'm not even joking. It's like they are literally insane. And, they're losing their shit. They're crashing out. And really what inspired me to make this video today, more importantly, I still had this video planned, but I wasn't planning it for today. But I said, fuck it, man. I was scrolling and I saw a thumbnail by Legion of Men. Of course, Legion of Men, bro. This nigga, he can't stop, bro. He could not stop, bro. But this is their culture, bro. This is what they do. It was a video and he's talking about, I guess, the Hodge twins and Andrew Tate. Did a video recently where they're talking about black fatigue. I mean, nigga, it's been months and y'all still talking about black fatigue. Like, bro, y'all need to get off our nuts, bro. Like, so I'm looking at the title and I'm looking at the thumbnail and I'm just like, bro. And the title was something like, "Oh, Andrew Tate explains why black fatigue is getting traction," something like that. And I was thinking like, no. Whatever dumb shit is being said in the video, like I didn't even watch the shit because I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm at a point to where I can't even watch these goofies anymore. It's the same shit all the time, bro. They refuse to address the real issue, like Sergeant Willie Pete says, bro. And shout out to him. That's why I got him added in this video, bro. Like they refuse to address this real problem. They want to keep running around talking about the blacks, black fatigue. Like, bro, like, y'all need help. Real shit, y'all need help. And what's crazy to me is they will sit up and do all of these podcast videos all day talking about the blacks, but none of the problems taking place is because of the blacks in this country. It has nothing to do with the blacks. And seeing a goofy ass thumbnail like that and just seeing all the goofy videos a lot of these clowns make, it just really has you in awe, bro. And, it really had me thinking. And that's the title of this video. The question I really had is like, is the racist white American male gonna go down as the most cowardly group of men in recorded human history? And this is a serious question because when I'm looking at the fucking climate of this country, bro, I'm looking at the real issues in this country, bro. It's like all the things I mentioned earlier in this video, bro. I mentioned all of the stuff with the economy, everything. Or the elites just fucking shit up. They're fucking everything up. And you online talking about black fatigue. But I don't see you making videos about elite fatigue. You're not making elite oligarch fatigue videos. You're not making videos about, and here's the funny thing. Anytime we start talking about the elites, anytime we start talking about the controllers of the system, they immediately want to pivot to the Jews. And I'm putting this Jew shit to rest. I've mentioned this in past videos. I still got to do my video on the Jewish smoke screen. The Jews are white. All right. The white nationalists can run around all day y'all want talking about the Jews are not white. Y'all can do this all you want, but it doesn't matter. You're just living in delusion. They have to try to connect this shit to the Nazi shit so they can, like, you know, connect to that Nazi psyop shit. And that's a whole nother video. So they can latch on to that white supremacy nonsense and all that. The Jews are white, okay? They're white. And even during the time of the, you know, the mustache man doing his thing, there were Zionists, you know, in the back and all that. That's a whole nother video, right? The Jews are white, okay? The Jews are white. You track their most recent lineage and whatnot, where they're from. They come from Eastern Europe, bro. They're white, okay? So I don't want to hear this shit about the Jews no more, bro. And they not even the top of the pyramid when it comes to who's controlling shit anyway. So once again, anytime you start talking about anything close to that, they want to pivot to the Jews. We're not doing that. They're white at the end of the day. And even outside of that, all of the white people that are controlling shit, like, it's not even debatable white people control this earth. We know this. And though all of the shit that's getting fucked up, all the economy, that's the elites. That's the elites of y'all people. But instead of calling out the white elites that are fucking shit up, instead of making videos about elite fatigue and hell, even white fatigue, but we know y'all not gonna do that. But at least say elite fatigue. Instead of making them videos, you online talking about black fatigue. Because y'all cowards, bro. Y'all are afraid of the elites, bro. Y'all are petrified. And this is why the thumbnail, the thumbnail and this image is what it is. This is y'all, bruh. You got the elites, you know, wearing they garb with the crown and shit, and you peasants, you cowardly white males is running in fear. You know, probably looking for a black person to blame. That's what's happening in this image right here. The dude's running so he can find a black person to blame. He's scared of the elites. You know, he petrified. He don't want to address him. You know, he don't want to address him. So he running. He petrified. He's terrified of going at the white elites. You know, he's a coward. So he's running for the nearest black to blame. He's running to find the nearest computer to make a video about black fatigue. That's what's happening in this image, bro. I mean, this shit is crazy, bro. These motherfuckers have lost their minds, bro. And that's why I asked the question. Serious question. Will the racist white American male go down as the most cowardly group of men in recorded human history? Because when you're engaging in this level of bitch assness to where you can't even address the real issue plain as day, it's in your face, plain as day, magnified times 1,000. And you looking around talking about it's the blacks. Like, it's really, it's sad, bro, because America, I think, is cooked, bro. I'm going to keep it a bean. I think America is done, bro. I think America, it's up for America, bro. I feel like this shit's cooked because, you know, these white American males, these racist white American males, they're not going to address the real issue. And since, you know, whites are the majority of this country and whatnot, it is going to take them to really address the shit. But they're not going to do it. I don't got no hope in them. They're too bitch made, you know, specifically white American males. They're too bitch made. They too worried about the blacks. What about Chicago? Black on black crime. Like, they're just gonna keep doing that, bro. It's clear as day. They're gonna keep talking about black fatigue. They're gonna keep obsessing over any video you see of a black person doing something while never addressing any videos of white people doing anything, you know, that's degenerate. They're gonna keep hyper focusing. I mean, they're running around. Let them tell the blacks are the reason America's falling. I've literally heard them say this. So the blacks are the reason America's crumbling, not any of the stuff I've mentioned in this video, bro. You know, it's a wrap, bro. I think it's cooked. And this is why I'm on some shit where, bro, I'm looking to get my shit popping, and I'm getting the fuck out this country, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean, and I'm gonna do a separate video on that, bro. Like, you know, a message to black men. Y'all gonna have to. It's time to wrap it up, bro. I know a lot of niggas. Oh, I ain't going nowhere. Hey, bro, that's cool. Then just deal with the fallout, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, these people are retarded. They're not. And bro, I've grown up around white people my whole life, bro. I know how these motherfuckers operate, bro. Now I wasn't around racist motherfuckers like that. I never dealt with no shit like it. But look, man, I still understand the overall like culture and how motherfuckers move, even if it wasn't racist individuals. They're gonna keep gaslighting, bro. This is a big part of their culture is gaslighting. They gaslight each other. They're gonna keep gaslighting. They are not going to address the real issue, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, it's a wrap. It's GG's for this country, bro. It's up, and the white American male is gonna be the reason this country falls. And that's why I said the white American male will go down as the most cowardly group of men in recorded human history. I'm telling you right now, and I will make sure that is y'all legacy when this shit fall. I'm gonna be at every place I can, trying to get in the upper echelons of history, of being a historian. I might damn near try to become a historian just to make sure that's in the record, to make sure that's the record. America failed because American white males was too focused on the blacks. That's what I'm gonna make sure is gonna be lexicons in the historical record. That's gonna be y'all legacy, bro. Because y'all are bitches, bro. Real shit. Y'all not gonna address these elites. Y'all are gonna keep talking about it's the blacks, black fatigue, 1350. That's what y'all gonna keep doing, bro. And you know, that's how y'all view to me, bro. Like y'all are equivalent to bitches at this point, bro. And it's really sad because, you know, of course, not every white man is a bitch engaged in this behavior, but I feel like the majority of them, I believe, is like this, bro. Is like this image in the screen. You know, the elites, man, they running, they scared, they shook. But let a black person do anything, then here they come, black fatigue. They don't got smoke for dude in this image, bro. They ain't got smoke for him. They scared, they terrified, bro. I feel like two of their biggest fears is fighting the elites and then fighting a black man one-on-one. That's their two biggest fears, bro. Because they always got a 10v1 a black man like he Thanos or some shit. And then they scared to mention the elites. The elites is like Voldemort, bro. They shook, bro. So that's their two biggest fears I see. Is fighting a black man one-on-one and fighting the white elites, bro. That's the two biggest fears of the American white male. These niggas is bitches, bro. They cowards, bro. The most cowardly group of men in recorded human history, bro. This is a sad legacy y'all have, bro. And y'all gonna have, bro. But it's cool, bro. This is the path y'all have carved, and y'all will forever be memorialized as bitches doing the historical record, and I will see to it. But that's all I gotta say for this video, man. I'm out.